together this program,
Yeah.
change your business, change your life in 90 days. I'm going, okay, you got me.
Yeah.
What made you come up with that? Why was it you went, this needs to be done?
Well, it was a way of simplifying coaching. It was a way of getting people fast track results. You know, we don't want to wait. You know, you got to coach with me for 5 years before you get a result. We're going to get it in 90 days. We're going to see significant improvement in your business in 90 days.
And I guess a lot of people, I mean, I've been in business for a long time, and I have come across a coach that's saying, you know, 2 years, 3 years, 5, and I'm kind
15,
of
I'm just going. It's a really long-term process. We're looking for small wins, but slow and steady. No, that's not. I do work fast though, don't I?
You do work fast. I guess one of the questions comes up is people go, is it possible?
Yeah, look, of course it is. You know why it's possible? Because I'm running it and you get to work with me. And second of all, it is really structured around defining goals, implementing strategies, and it's great to do all these strategic work that everyone does, but how do you implement that into your business? That's something I do really well. And not only will I help you do it, but I will coach you and educate you so you can continue that process as well and do that yourself.
So it's almost like a mentoring role.
It is, 100%. So, you know, the way the program works is not only will we change your business and change your life, but we're going to give you the skills to improve your business so you can actually be the driver of your business. Take control of your business.
I was going to say that because, you know, I've had a few businesses myself and guilty of this. Do you find when people come to you, they've just drifted, they've lost focus, they're kind of going, I'm not quite sure what I'm trying to deliver to my clients anymore.
Well, I think you just get stuck. You know, you kind of wander from one client to the other client, week to week, month to month, and it all becomes one big blurb. But then, you know, I had a client come and meet me today. They're going to be signing up to the program. They want to take their business to the next level, but they don't know how. So not only will we define the plan together, but I'll coach them and mentor them so they can do that. And I will also support them if they need it as well. So, you know, inside the business. But my objective is to give people the skills that they need to be able to transform their business.
When you say you go inside their business, obviously, as people probably already know, you are a qualified accountant.
I am a qualified accountant,
So you're able, when you say go inside, you're able to just pull the book. Let's not hide anything anymore.
Well, it's sometimes you know, business owners are not even aware. You know, the first thing I do when I go into any business is I look at the financials. The financials always tell you a really important story about the business. There's only a few drivers in your business that you know derive income, cash, expenses, and profit. So it's very easy to see where the holes are in businesses. I've got the experience because I've done it for over 18 years. But what I do in that process is I coach and mentor the client to also understand. And then we start defining these goals and strategies and targets, and then we put the action plans to actually achieve them.
When you're talking about that and you uncover the finances, do you sometimes find that people are making lots of sales but making no money? Because
all the time. I'm just like, how much did you make on that? Oh, I think $100. I'm like, you did all that for $100? I think sometimes we get caught up in the sale itself, that we forget about profitability, that we forget about cash flow, that we forget about having to pay our own bills. So what people, the perfect example today, the client that I met, he's like, oh, I just wanted to get my foot in the door and I did this and I did that. And I said, no, don't do it. You've got to be strategic about how you do things. And I said, do you understand how much all this costs you to actually service? No. I said, well, you're failing already. You've got to understand what things cost you in your business to produce a service or a product.
That's when we hear that cost of sale.
100%, you know, and it's just, and then how do you price accordingly to actually make enough margin and enough profits? So a lot of people, like I'm actually, I'm just in the process of writing a blog at the moment about pricing. It's something that people really don't put a lot of time and effort into. It is probably the most important thing in your business.
Do you find people when it comes to pricing, and we kind of go, and we're a little bit nervy about it?
I think so. Everyone gets nervous because they want to win clients.
Yes.
But you don't have to sell yourself so cheap. You know, at the end of the day, that again comes back to a strategy. Have a good strategy, have a good unique product offering. Price doesn't become so important in that sense when you know, for serviceability. You know, when you're trying to price something and you know you see the value in it, people will pay. But if you're just cost cutting and price cutting, then you know you'll be working for nothing. So you've got to be delivering something of value that's unique to you and your business. Gives you a competitive advantage.
Yeah, I remember I was talking to a bicycle shop owner one time, and of course with the big like the Kmart's and the big W's, and I said, well, how do you compete? And he said, well, I don't. He said, my bicycles are more expensive. He said, but I specialise in showing people how the bike can improve their lifestyle. So he had maps and campsites you could go to. He had cooking recipes that you could cook in a little camp stuff on the back. And he'd gone, the bike's in the centre, and he made all these categories around.
That's exactly how you do it. Absolutely.
And you know, people queued at his store because they were going, no, I'm not just getting a bike, I'm buying...
experience. They're getting an experience. And so people want to, you know, just buying one product and walking away can be quite... You want to be having the reoccurring sales. You want to have the add-on sales. I mean, why do you think when you go to the cash register at Woolies and Coles, they've got everything there at the chocolates and the lot? Because you're going to pick that up while you're there. You probably wouldn't pick it up in the aisle. No. But while it's staring at you right there, you'll grab it. Now, that's an example of how, you know, you do an add-on. But people don't do it well. And that's because they sometimes don't even understand what they're doing very well. They think they're doing this, but they've got to, you've got to be constantly reinventing yourself. And that's why the 90-day program's good. You get to try my business coaching style. It's affordable and you get expert advice. I mean, you know, working with some other business coaches or even accountants or advisors can be quite expensive at times. And I think that scares people off. So they kind of hope and do it themselves and hope for the best. But this program allows people 1 hour a week or fortnightly, depending on their budget, to come and be coached by me to take their business from A to B, which is going to be an improvement. And that's what it's about, without really, and it's for only 90 days, so you're not locked into some sort of long-term contract that, you know, you're going to see results really quickly, you know, and you're going to know if it works for you or not. So it's a great way to try Boss Business Coaching and how we work without, you know.
What I like is, apart from having someone to reflect things on, because sometimes you just need to sit down and talk to people. And
I've done it myself. I've done this with you, Michael. So
we've done
it's really important. It really is. Absolutely.
What I like about your 90-day program is, apart from get that down, you get it down and go, that's what we're about. And you've even developed a book around this now. Do you want to tell us a little? Because you told me this.
It's literally coming off the printers by
She talks 90 days. She did this in 9 days.
9 days. It's very fast. Well, that sort of shows you what you get when you work with Boss Business Coaching results. So we've just designed this beautiful book. I've worked with GoPrint with Paula from GoPrint, and we've designed the graphics for it. So it's going to include goals, challenges, planners, lead generation checklists, a business review, everything you need to have in one book. And we've also designed barcoding on the end of each page. So in case we lose a book, which might happen if I've got it, I'm just kidding. You scan it, and then obviously it sends me a soft copy and yourself.
That's so cool.
So in case you do lose, we'll give you another book, that's fine, but we don't want to lose all the work we've done in it. So anything can happen, you know.
How did you come up with this barcoding idea?
It's terrific. You come across, I mean, I meet people all the time, and, you know, I also learn a lot from others too. So, you know, I'm continuously learning myself I love technology, and I love using innovation in business to improve the way you do business. So I take on, not only do I give advice, but I also follow, you know, that advice as well. So
I suppose that's one of the advantages of talking and working with someone like yourself, because you bring all that knowledge from other areas. You're able to spot things and go, I've got a solution.
That's true. And I've also got an amazing network of people that I can refer to as well. So, you know, that's really important. I've got an amazing designer, Elise from Perth Marketing Solutions. I've got an amazing graphic designer and printer with Paula from Go Print. Michael, you're great at marketing, you know, you are great. So, you know, I've got this, and there's many more, but they're just...
Bonfire,
I mean, I use them for SEO, they've done an amazing job for me. So, you know, that's just to name a few. But, you know, and we do have the Boss community on the website as well, and that's growing. But
I like that community.
Until I try, I only put people on until I know what they're really like, because everyone on that community I've actually used myself.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, and you know, we've got the furniture people here too.
Yeah. Oh, and if you want to get fit, we've got our favourite. We've got Ricardo.
We do. So you've got him as well for personal training. So look, you're covered. Yeah. He got it. So
you did an interview with Ricardo. You should check that out on the channel. He is sensational.
It's pretty funny, and he is available for PT. So you know, he's a very good personal trainer. So highly recommended.
So getting back,
back to all these promotions. But that's what you get when you come to Boss. You get.
Hey, you've got to support everyone, haven't you?
100%. It's a real community feel and I feel like in small business, and being a small business owner can be really lonely. So not only does, you know, it's hard to sort of bounce off ideas and even just sitting down and thinking about it for an hour a week. Makes you sit down and stop. What am I doing? How am I doing it? Why am I doing it? And is it worth my time?
Is that the purpose behind the book? It makes you just stop and go. You have to stop.
It keeps it focused, it keeps it streamlined, and it makes us be very strategic on how we operate. You know, you don't want to come here and just chat for an hour and just be ineffective. It's everything we do has got an outcome and a result.
So Alex, we know you cater for so much, but if someone was saying, I have an actual specific injury, it could be pricing, it could be, look, I'm just struggling. Can the 90 days 100%. Fit in with
It fits for anything, because it is for any business problem or challenge, or if you want to change your business or change your life, whatever it is, it's tailored to fit your unique needs. So it's not catered, you've got to improve profits. So it's what's specific to you and your business. And then the coaching will be derived around that.
Because I have, and I know people watching would have come across this themselves, and I'm sure you have, where you've gone into coaching programs, and you want this module, but no, you've got to do everything. And you're going, it's a killer.
And it's about, you know, Boss is about being unique to the business. The programs are unique to you and your business, because it's not about the program, it's about you. It's about your business and getting the most out of it. That's how I look at it.
The title, Change Your Business, Change Your Life. Absolutely love it. I get it. But from your perspective, change your business, how does...
Well, you think about it. As a boss, you spend a lot of time in your business. And if your business isn't performing how you want it to perform, or it's very time consuming, it impacts your life. So I kind of feel if you're happy in your business and you're earning the money you want to be earning and things are moving forward how you want them to, you're going to be pretty happy in your personal life. You'll have more money to spend on shoes. But you'll have a better work-life balance. You'll be more in control of your business. So you'll enjoy your life more. So, you know, I feel like there's a very fine separation between being a business owner and your own personal life. It's there's very blurred, those lines. So, you know, I feel, you know, one will benefit the other. There's no question.
Someone, when they're looking at doing that and they go, look, I'm stuck, do you have a couple of key questions that they should ask themselves to make some notes on?
100%. So when I always say to them, I say, why are you here to see me? That's usually it's an open-ended question, but why are you here? And that tells you a lot. Like the person I saw today was like, I want to take my business to the next level. I've been doing this for 10 years and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of working this way. Because, you know, the cash flow is not necessarily there. The clients are drifting off. Well, it's about re-strategizing. So, you know, I always ask, what do you want? Then I look at their financials and then I can see how we can come up with a plan to move it forward. Ultimately, it's not for me to tell you, you've got to do this. My objective is, what do you want to achieve? And then it's my job as your coach to get you there.
Yeah, and to help
and your business there. And then, you know, if you are a little bit off track, or maybe, you know, if this is not the case, then, you know, giving them the education to understand what are the drivers that are causing that discomfort or problem in their business.
I think one of the key sets that you've got, or the key skill sets you've got, is that you're an actual business broker as well. You help people get businesses ready for sale.
I do.
If you can get a business ready for sale, whether you sell it or not, the advantages are...
Well, the reality is you're going to be making more money. So I think everyone should be running their business as if it's ready for sale.
Wow.
You know, that's the way I look at it, because if it's ready for sale, it's running at its best. And if it's running at its best, you're going to be doing pretty good. So I think, you know, we sort of accept underperformance, or we accept things not working out as the norm. But the reality is every business can turn around.
Yes.
It might need rejigging or innovation in it, but every business can be rejigged.
A couple of challenges that seem to crop up all the time when I've talked to you is, one, business owners, I used to be one, can't read their financials. Two,
I know accountants that can't read financials. I mean, it's true, yes.
And number two, my other second problem that I used to have, is lack of systems.
Yeah.
Because we've gone, it's our business.
Yeah.
It's all in here. We just do it.
Yeah, it's so true. Like I'm very good at it now, but before I was like, God help me if I ever get hit by a car, because all of my intellectual property is in here. No, I'm just kidding. But it's so true, because look, it takes time to sometimes put, you know, systems in place.
Yeah.
But what we don't realise is that little bit of time documenting things actually saves us so much time. So it's like, you know, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? You've got to put your time into things, because while they do take a little bit of time, ultimately it actually frees you up to delegate and to give other people work to do, so you don't have to do it all. That's the way I look at it.
So when people are on the Change Your Business, Change Your Life 90-day program with you, we know there's an hour a week spent with you. And I know you always go over because you're like that, you're just generous.
I just like to talk.
No, but you're just after results, so you'll just do what it takes.
Yeah, that's right.
But how much other time does the person then, do you think, no, it probably varies, but on average?
Well, I think, you know, people should spend at least 4 hours a week on their business.
Okay, so that's not too bad.
4 to 6, I reckon, maybe.
Yeah.
4 to 6. Just looking at it, because I mean, even if you looked at half an hour to an hour every day,
that's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
And I can imagine imagine you weren't doing that now.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you join you, so you've got accountability. Yeah. And someone you actually.
True. No, I'm just trying to think, because I've just had this one client today, and I've given him homework, and it's about 45 minutes to an hour. So I think a couple of hours a week is not much.
But you imagine the difference if you've been doing nothing up to date. Yeah. All of a sudden you're now accountable. You're into training. You've got 90 days.
It's like a personal trainer, really. Yes. It's no difference. It's a personal trainer for your business and your finances, because it makes you turn up. It makes you do the work. I mean, like I spoke to the client today, and he spends hours pointlessly. Chasing clients that don't eventuate because the strategy's not right. So it's about using the time so that you can go and effectively run your business.
Yeah.
So then when you do spend those hours in your business, you're getting good results. Because people spend time all the time in their business. Not a lot comes out of it sometimes.
No, it's true. Yeah. And I think because, and I've always said this, it's very easy to help somebody else when you look from the. I'm sure people are going, it's easy. I can look at somebody else's business.
We always do that, don't you? Look at someone else's life and go, what are they doing?
And you know, all the solutions, don't you?
But when you're in it, it's like it's fine. Everything's normal.
And you're going, I can't even solve my own problems. What's wrong? It's very hard to look inside when you're actually inside.
It's getting a perspective. You know, actually probably a better word: clarity. Clarity. It's like, you know, that light bulb moment. Oh, because most of the people I work with, they all know what's not necessarily working. I think the biggest challenge they find is finding the time, which is very easy, and then actually how to do it. I think it's the how-to part. It's like, I've got this idea, but how do I do it?
How do I do it? And you mentioned
I'm
time.
the how-to woman.
And I have people say, I haven't got the time. Really? We know that's not true.
Because we all have time. Donald Trump, I don't know, God knows how, I mean, not that everyone's a fan of him, but I'm pretty sure he runs about 500 companies and he only has 24 hours in a day, just like you and I. So.
And I always say to people, when something's really important, it's amazing how you can find the time.
Yeah,
so we know that's just an excuse. It's not true.
I think, you know, sometimes it's easy to say, I'm too busy.
Yeah.
Because you don't, you know, sometimes, but just changing sometimes is uncomfortable for people.
I think that's what it is.
I think that's what it is because you feel safe. Like it might be bad, but you still know what you're going to get. So you just stay there because it's safe, right?
Yeah.
And then like it's something new, it's like, well, you don't really know the outcome, so it's a bit scary. But, you know, change is wonderful. You know, everyone needs to evolve. Businesses need to evolve, especially in today's climate.
Yeah, I was, what was it there? I saw a thing on Facebook.
You're all liars, you can change. Sorry.
I had a thing on Facebook that goes, here's your two choices, evolve or become extinct. And I'm thinking, wow.
I think it's that simple.
Yeah.
And it's so reflective of business. The businesses that haven't changed.
They don't survive.
They're gone.
Well, look at the technology and look how fast things are moving.
Things are moving so fast. I was going to say another word, but I won't say.
Yes.
And they're moving so fast. They really are. And, you know, and it is hard to kind of, where do I keep up? But you've got to be agile in your business. You've got to be able to be adaptable. And by having systems, having a strategy, having someone to make you accountable makes it so much easier.
I like the book. Can we just go back?
Back to the book. The book's amazing.
The book is absolutely amazing. I can't believe you've got a barcode that scans it in. It's fantastic.
You can get a bookmark. We've got it all. It's all happening.
What are the sections in the book? Just take us through the sections in the book.
Okay, so the first thing is going to be about a welcome, about, you know, boss, about me, why I want to do this program.
Yep.
The next bit is going to be strategy and vision, setting goals, weekly tasks, weekly challenges.
Now, when you do weekly tasks and weekly challenges, do you make people then put them into their diary when they're going to do those tasks?
We do that together, and then that's the homework. And then when you come back, we've got a weekly review, and that's to check up to make sure we've done everything we've said we're going to do. And if we've done it, and possibly it didn't sort of work out, or something, there was a roadblock, we identify it, remove it, and go again.
Wow.
So what we're doing is,
I like that.
Yeah, I think in business what you find is you kind of have this vision of where you want to go.
Yes.
And along the way, it's like a roadmap. Let's vision it like a road. There's like hurdles, there's potholes, there's all kinds of stuff. But you get back on the road.
Yeah.
I think what happens with a lot of people, they get discouraged and they just stop there. They don't move anywhere forward because they hit one speed hump or whatever, and then they just go, oh, it's too hard, that's it, I'm done. Instead of actually problem solving, finding the clarity to move past that and then move over it and then go to the next stage. And then you'll get another hurdle. It's just part of life. But you keep moving forward. Yeah. And that's, you know, why it's going to change your business and change your life.
It will. You know, it's interesting you use that analogy, and I had a mentor a long time ago, and he said, you know, when you come against a problem, Michael, so that's an opportunity. And I said, why is that? Yeah. He said, can you get around it and your competitors can't? It starts separating you from them.
It's called competitive advantage.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to also have KPIs in the book, which are going to be looking at cash, sales, leads, social media. So you've got to
start measuring things.
Got to measure them. I'll always say if you measure,
can't we just go, I think it's going okay.
Well, you know, by measuring it, we're going to put thought behind it. We're going to make sure it happens.
Yes.
And again, we might not always get there. We'll find out why we're not and then find a new plan. So this is going to be constantly evolving. So what it does is it gets people to take action. Yeah. And be accountable. Take action. We can talk a lot in business. I'm going to do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm going to do that, and I do nothing.
That's true.
It doesn't happen at boss. Stuff gets done.
Yeah. You know, I find a lot of people want to do this. They find it difficult finding the right person to do it with. Yeah. And sometimes we just get stuck in it. We go, okay, I just don't know how.
Yeah, that's true. And it's true. And I think also finding the right coach, right? So there's lots of business coaches out there, let's be honest. All different backgrounds, also different skill sets, and also offering different things. Business coaching is quite broad. I think ultimately people will resonate with someone. I like their style, I like their personality, I want to work with them.
Yes.
So that's what it's about. And, you know, I will walk you through it. I'll show you the how.
Yeah.
And I'll educate you on the how so you can do it too.
So someone who says, I want to get on this, change your business, change your life in 90 days, what's the first meeting with Alex going to be like? So we don't go in, oh my goodness.
No, so I do a free consultation. So that's a 60-minute consultation. We sit down, we have a chat about yourself and your business.
Yep.
And we then work on what are the things what you're wanting to achieve, and then how I can assist you in that. So that's how it goes. It's very simple, it's not daunting. You'll get some biscuits and a coffee, maybe a glass of water. No, I'm just joking. And but you'll get to know me and how I work, and whether that's something that you want to work with as well. Because you know, it's 60 minutes free consultation. You've got nothing to lose.
No.
And you just click with people. So I mean, I met this person last week. They came and met me today. They signed up.
Yeah.
Because he just liked my enthusiasm, but it's not for everyone. And it's, you've got to find the right fit for you.
I think in that 60 minutes, so you get to identify, one, whether you're the right fit, but possibly as well, whether I'm going to be emotionally or skilled to be able to do this.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you need to be able to be coached and be willing to be helped, don't you?
I reckon most people are. I'm yet to meet someone that's not coachable, really, genuinely, because they might be scared or they might be nervous. But if they've come to you, if anyone comes to you, they're ready.
Yeah.
They want the change. They're not sure how it's going to happen or whether they're, totally in it psychologically. But, it's a learning process. And, the first week's a bit nervous. Second week, you know what you're getting. And then when you start seeing the results and the positive change in your business, well, then it just motivates you even more. It's like it literally is like personal training because, I remember the first week I worked out, I thought I was going to die. And I was like, oh my God, what did I do?
Watch the video about Ricardo. You'll suddenly realize.
It was really tough, By week 3, I was doing 18 punch combos.
Wow.
And I loved it. And it really, it just made me more, it just changed my life. It really did. So, this will do the same thing. It's like I'll get your business really fit.
18 punch combos. That's what your business will have.
See, that's what happens. I can coach you and teach you how to do that.
Fantastic.
Get some clients. No, I'm just joking.
So they're watching now, Alex. How do they contact you?
Okay, so the best thing to do is to either call me on my mobile, which is 0451 041 577, or to send me a contact form through my website. Book in your free 60-minute consultation and get started on the process to changing your business and changing your life in only 90 days. Come on.